Hi, Alan Stratton here from CostMatters.com. I was once called in to a capital goods manufacturer as part of a team to analyze their processes and to implement a new costing system. This company made products that sold for tens of thousands of dollars. When we arrived, the company personnel were not quite ready for us to start. We were led to understand that since production levels were good, that there were a lot of work order transactions to be processed and analyzed. They were backlogged to a critical level. While we waited, they gave us copies of the bill of materials for several of their major products. As I looked through the bill of materials, it seemed that there were a lot of items that were very low cost. I was looking for the big items, the ones that really determined the eventual cost. The more I looked at the bill of materials, the more little stuff I saw. I then went back to the beginning and counted and added up every item that had a total cost of less than $1. There were a lot of them. In the end, the summary of these items was very interesting. These items that cost less than $1 comprised 75% of the lines on the bill of materials. Yet the total cost of these low-cost items was only about 1% of the total cost. Once we associated these facts with the reason that they were not ready to assist in the larger project, a solution became apparent. They were spending a lot of time, effort, and computer resources to track a lot of stuff that did not really matter. From a cost basis, if they just allowed an additional 1% for the small stuff, they could save thousands of dollars in overhead that's required to track work orders on the numerous but very low-cost items. We recommended that they use a simple Kanban system for low-cost parts. A Kanban system for this company would keep a quantity of low-cost parts in a bin or a box. A quick analysis of quantity needed together with the production rates would determine how many parts would be in each bin and how many bins would be required. When the number of bins with parts was reduced to a certain level, a visual cue would signal the need for restocking. A new order would be generated to restock the parts. Although a Kanban system can be much more sophisticated than this, this was the essence. The bottom line was to not sweat the small stuff, not to spend a lot of effort to keep track of non-critical and low-cost parts. Why were they tracking all these parts as they had been doing it? Well, it's because they could with modern computer technology. Although they could track these parts with their computer system, it did not mean that they should track them. They needed to take a step back from the process and look at what really mattered and to simplify their process. Now, I'm sure you have examples of this, so what's your example of when you should not do what you could do? And please share them below. To your business profitability, I am Alan Stratton from CostMatters.com. Thank you.